everybody, it's me, Kendall. Welcome to Church News. We've got a great episode for you today. We're going to be sharing our friend Ashley's story. She's awesome. You're going to love it. Before we get to that, we have a new series coming up called An Open Door. We have a quick promo for you to watch, so let's check it out. So today's story is about Ashley. She is an awesome person. She's a talented photographer who has worked on campaigns for Nike, Buick, Adidas, brands like that. But she also uses those gifts here on a Go team at church. Something you wouldn't know about Ashley is that when she was growing up, she had a fear that she struggled with that I think is super relatable to a lot of us.
When I grew up, I went to church every weekend with my family, and it was a structured environment. So even like as a kid, I was afraid to break the rules like with my parents because I saw my sisters or my brother do it and they get in trouble. And I was like, that's not for me. I don't want to be in trouble. And so I just kind of had this performance-based fear, which extended to my relationship with God for sure.
So a pretty big moment in Ashley's life was when she was 6 years old. Her parents got divorced. It had a huge impact on her and how she viewed herself, and it drastically affected her relationship with God.
I think life started to become more real because as a kid, you just feel like secure like in your family. So when my parents got divorced, I think I just started seeing like that life isn't like perfect. It really kind of wrecked me.
So eventually, Ashley stopped going to church, and all throughout college, she had a really rough time, which brought her to the lowest point in her life.
I went to this concert. I drank a ton, before it even started. I was so, far gone. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I'd say that I blacked out because I don't really remember the whole, how I got to the train station, but I got to the train station, and I remember these little bits of just, thinking I could jump in front of this train right now. And I was like, I'm not okay. And I had to call my dad, and I was passed out in there, and my dad had to pick me up like that. And I just felt like it was one of the lowest points in my life because I just felt like I was disappointing him. I couldn't really express to him how I was feeling, but I never let my parents see that side of me of how much damage I was doing to myself.
Ashley has such a sweet personality that if you weren't close to her, you wouldn't have known what a dark place she was in. It just goes to show that you don't always know how people are feeling on the inside. Ashley found herself at a critical point in life, but it opened an opportunity for God to move in her life in a huge way.
My brother and I have had a really close relationship ever since we were little kids. And so when my brother came to me saying Ash, you gotta check out this church, and he was excited about it, I was like, okay, this is something. So I started going with him, and it really was different. And I felt like there was potential for me to actually know God, that I could have a relationship with Jesus. He's constantly teaching me how to love and how to be loved. It's transformational. It's not fear-based. It's peaceful. He wants that for everyone.
This story is really encouraging to me because it reminds me that God never gives up on us, even when we turn away from him. But it's also really challenging. It makes me ask myself, who are the people in my life that I could be reaching out to? Who are the Ashleys in my life? Thank you for sharing your story with us, Ashley. It gives us hope and another great example of introducing people to the real Jesus.